constitutional right, meaning that the president will
on the flesh is forever. The white on the flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue is for black people. We know Liberia is our home. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847. 11% of people we are known as First Republic. The Lone Star shining evermore.
Oh yes, the Lone Star is shining forevermore. On this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon in the nation's capital, Monrovia, and the nation's Heavenly J. My name is Jala Emmanuel Nikki Kalufagala Kieng Balakbulu. Nyale one toka ozubo woman. Nakbo Quila Grayfield. Those are combination names from Pueblo Fire and Bone County. Jala Emmanuel Nikki Kalufagala Kieng Balakbulu Nyale one toka. Zobo woman. Nakbo Grayfield. I better say coming Jabapunu. Jabapunu is a lecturer in the Pele vernacular. Zobo woman is a son of a warrior. I'm a grandson of a warrior called Koma. When you go to Sanoya district, they call me Nyalewan Toka. Where is my brother and friend Eugene Colley? This is number 3 representative, and this is number 2 in Bone County representative. Welcome to the show. It promises to be very, very jolly in terms of information, communication, and entertainment as well. Remember Jala Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. As I welcome Jacqueline Washington, Great Joe Gray, Ma Anna, son Patrick, Everett Duclay, and all have joined me. Let me bring you some of the topics we are following this afternoon. Man, Daniel Nyahule and his darling wife E. Baby Gibson have joined me again. Show this afternoon. These are some of the issues we're following this afternoon. You have to be an active participant. When you're doing the radio doesn't know, people don't listen to the radio as spectators on the football field, right? They listen to the radio as individual. So never say listeners. Listeners, you know, is there. Sometimes on the football field, when you go to the football field, you go there to watch a game as spectators. But when you listen to the radio, whether you're 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 persons on that radio listening to the radio, you are listening as an individual. When you say listener, not listeners. That's what my teacher told me way back in Nairobi, Kenya. The information minister of Kenya called Peter Okoyo. He says everyone listens to the radio as an individual, but not as individuals. So always approach it and say, hello, listener. Don't say listeners. So you are my value listener. Where's where you are this afternoon? Hypocrisy or political face saving. As Abraham Dawes Dillon shamelessly apologizes to George Manawia for negative propaganda on private jet issue, But with my uncle Joseph Nyimon Bwaka listen and forgo the usage of private jet, we shall delve into that. Darrell Dillon said he's sorry. He missed the mark. He missed George Weah. But yet, is that apology sincere? We shall look into the merits and demerits of his comment. Don't go away, we here. Drugs and the challenges facing the DEA. What is the budgetary allocation for the Drug Enforcement Agency on Veteran Administrator Anthony Saul, my old man? Can the GOL give more funding to fight drugs in the country? As many young people are walking, sleeping in the street. Have you seen a sleeping Zogo? They made a standing, he's urinating, but he's sleeping. He will stand for long and then he won't go this way, he go this way, go this way. He will not fall. Drugs are eating their foot. Go and see the on the ankles of the new people. I'm told it's a cool doing that to them. Can we give more money to the DEA on Anthony Saul? And I'm proud and very proud of one of his drugs fighters. I will look at that and talk about this guy who is the drug fighter at the DEA. He has organized himself so very well and organized a place where young people who are taking drugs are being rehabilitated. But he needs the help of the Drug Enforcement Agency and the legislative caucus of not Nima, but Grand Cayman County. I'll call his name to you later. Capitol Hill fire suspect Tom alleges that he was tortured in the NSA cell and threatened to be sodomized if he didn't give information about what happened on Capitol Hill that he didn't know about. Where are the other suspects? I'm hearing information on Shine Liberia. It's an online platform and other platforms. The suspect who fainted yesterday on Capitol Hill, after he was taken to the hospital, a day after he was taken to the hospital, he has come back. He has named some lawmakers. It's true or not, I didn't know. I was just trying to find out what is happening. And that's an online broadcast television called Shine Liberia. He has named Musa Hassan Belete. He has named Friends Afoko. He has named Marvin Cole. And 3 lawmakers who allegedly paid them to burn the Capitol Hill building. But when did he say that? The man was on the radio yesterday. He was on the radio today. He was on other television yesterday and today and said he was tortured in the cell of the NSA. He was coerced to lie on people. One day after he's taken to the hospital, media institution are saying that he has come to name some people. How true is that? We shall delve into all of those. Good news for Liberia. Good news for LEC users. The Liberia Electricity Corporation, LEC, says it will try by all means this year to handle the issue of outages. Meaning when the current comes on, it go off. Comes on, it go off. It say, that thing, Christmas tree, will not be happening today, yo. This year will be a new year. Honor Thomas Gonkahon, the new managing director of the LEC. Thanks for the promise to us Liberians, Mr. Thomas Gonkahon, who has the management team of LEC. He said there'll be no much power outages. They will try this month, this year, in the dry season to ensure that everybody gets current. It will not be like before. So he takes over from Morning Captain with a new vigor, a new promise. Will hold your feet to the fire if those things are not provided. The Office of the War Crimes Court in Liberia, the War and Academic Crimes Court in Liberia, received $380,000. What a drop in the ocean for those who are fighting and trying to make sure that justice is brought to Liberia. Amid the daunting challenges facing the entity, the War and Academic Crimes Court, the government gives $380,000 for the entity. Says this is going to go for 1 month. What is happening? Monroe Ambassador Dr. Joseph Nyimon Bwaka Makeke. What's going on? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk again. How shall we fight? Welcome to the show. Mr. Walker PM Tamendo. This is the nation's heavenly J. Mother Teresa says, I'm watching live from Lofa County. Majima City, to be specific, rather.
The flag of Liberia, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let me go up and see if I can recognize some of the guys who join us as my producer, who is Miss Colette, Lorena Colette, brings out. Okay, just leave it. I know. Just bring some back. I will try to get it done. Yes, she's here with me. She's my producer right now. Oh yes, I will take this time now to recognize and I will acknowledge them in capital letters, those who have joined us from their homes in the diaspora, those in Liberia. I will recognize you, then I will come to go to my talking points. Hopefully at 4 o'clock, Bon County District 3 Representative, Mr. or Honorable J. Marvin Cole, Josiah Marvin Cole will join me. We'll talk capital building politics. We'll talk politics in Liberia, everywhere. He will be my guest at 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon. Josiah Marvin Cole, he will be here. Let me take CRC as he introduces us to the show here. CRC, this one is called congratulations.
Fueling the vibe with originalhits.com.
But the cash giveaway is here. As I talk and talk and talk, play and play and play and play and win and win and win and win. Star 799 hash. Select option number 8 for Voice of Liberia. And just play for your phone. You will get 4,000 LD this beautiful afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon for the nation's capital. You will get 4,000 Liberian dollars. Play star 799 hash. Select option number 8 for Voice of Liberia. Let me welcome Jacqueline Washington. She said, good afternoon, Jala. Garrett Joe, Garrett, good afternoon, big brother Jala. Watching from he said what? From 21st Street. Welcome, my friend. Ma Ananson Padre Eva Duclay. Watching live from Aqua Live Liberia. Always Chris Swa, watching for LPMC Road, Banga City, Bon County. Ellis M. Bala, watching from somewhere in Banga, Bon County. Prince Heath, we are watching from somewhere in Plebo City, Maryland County. Prince, welcome. Hello, Barry. Welcome to the show. She's watching us well. Harriet Lila Brisbane. You and your household, how you doing this afternoon? Watching from somewhere in Painesville. And Badio Barry watches me from the Central Monrovia. From Getola, watching from Kokoya Road, Bangapon County, welcome. Mangel Bakole, watching from Lofa County. Shaman PS Double, good afternoon, big brother. My brother, welcome to the show, my young brother. He works for the United Methodist Radio. I signed at the Capitol Building. I was the office of Prince Tall. This is number 8. You need to pass my way. We need to have a conversation this afternoon. Before I leave town, Mr. Shaman PS. You need to make yourself available, my young brother. Or else the journalist creed will be used against you. David Ben Jr. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I join you from Red Hill community in Monrovia. Matilda Stephen says no. Why you said no, Matilda Stephen? What are you talking about? Who are you arguing on this platform?
I can see.
Wilkins Boyman. Good afternoon, Jala Griffith. I'm watching you from Upper Cowell. Daniel Nyaule, watching from his office around the 16th Street area. How is a darling wife? Baby gives him wule. My darling sister from the USA. Master, thank you. Sonny came away. I will tell you, I will talk. G. Jefferson M. Colette. Good afternoon, people of Jala. I'm currently watching you from a Peninsula Red Light resident. Section call. Please warn the cash giveaway people. They should not make people believe they are giving cash out for the day and don't give it. Yesterday up to 11 p.m. No one won. Sorry, not collect that, yo. But the thing that draw, they can be the machine or they put do new. Where's the queen of the cash giveaway? Samira Walla. Our deputy is here to call. The deputy queen. Lorena Cole. They hear the address out. Obadiah Hali. Washington Benjamin City, welcome. Waka P. and Temendo. Nations Heavenly J. Mohammed Turi. I'm watching live from Lofa County, Benjamin City. Daniel Bono. Calling up from Bon County, Padawi Waterfall Road. David E. Harris, good evening, Jala. I'm calling live from Benson Street, Monrovia. Jeffrey Kume, good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield. I'm following from township of West Point. Solomon Tua, Solomon Tuba, calling from Bon County. Robbie Mba. Good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield. Watching live from Bujo Island, Monrovia. I maintain the tenure of our lawmakers, of our leaders, need to be reduced to 4 years. The shorter the tenure, the faster the development comes in. Oh, yeah. And I know Bobby Mba, I believe and hear what you said. And that's one of the reasons why I celebrated George Weah and encouraged that census that came to reduce the tenure of the president and all other people. For 5 years and to 6 years for representatives and senators. 4 years for senators, for representatives. No, 4 years for the president and representative, right? And 6 years for senators. Melvin Nathaniel Jolo, watching from the Voice of Liberia, he says, I'm watching and good afternoon and pleasant good afternoon to you again. Watching from Pinsway is Melvin Nathaniel Jolo. Bangali Dole watching from Abidjan. Never Peewee, that's Peve Never. Never Peve. Peve Never. I never caught to. Watching from Monrovia, he says, but you always been indisposed, man. I talk about you now, sir. Joseph Colette, watching from Bangabon County. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia, he says. I have more than 15 persons that are listening to Voice of Liberia this afternoon. It's my responsibility to put my speaker on loud. The citizens cannot know what's happening in Liberia. I'm watching from Bangabon County. It's Joseph Colette. Good afternoon. Thank you. Isha na namoro. Imoro baya Isha eh. I'm fine when ya. Journalist Washington P. Topic. I like your suit. Steve Jala Griffith. When they say that suit, awesome man. You want to come? I'll give it to you, my big. Jala M. Kamara Senior. Good afternoon, Jala. I'm following from Bytown resident. It's dear man Jala. I'm watching live from Wood Camp Community. District 3. Thank you for your hard work, senior brother. I think Liberia love Liberia. And build Liberia GMB my power leader. John Colley. Good afternoon. I'm falling from a sick from Bangabon County on my sick bed. John David Nakula Yakbaulo. Watching from Bangabon County. Christopher Franklin Ave Jr. Watching from Accra, Ghana. I'm not Taylor. My friend and brother. Welcome to you and your beautiful wife. Hey, G man. Following me from Maryland County. I'm religiously following from Fenner Campus. Universal Library's Hingy Man. Crew King says, Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following your show from my workplace, Petrol Trade Incorporated. David E. Harris has joined us. Stewart Campbell has joined us from New Jersey. Stewart Campbell joining us from New Jersey, the USA. Matthew Warner is calling me from Caldwell. Brammo Pusa II, calling me from Louisville, Kentucky, the USA. Jakarta Wayne, Salah District, Bon County, my brother Jala. Here he watches us from is Jakarta Wayne. Jim C. Ellis, he watches us from Minnesota, the USA. Moses Pakama is watching us from where? Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from Jacobtown Community. Thanks for the show. GMB is King Pharaoh in Liberia, but God is sending Moses for us. Wow. Honorable Ambassador T. Kevin Tade Jr. watching from somewhere in Punjab State this evening. That is in India. Honorable Emmanuel T. That's Honorable Ambassador T. Kevin Todi Jr. Moses Pakema. Welcome to the show. Francis Morris Odo. Emmanuel Favor Amazing. From Bon County, welcome. Great Robert Morris, welcome from here where you are. From the EPA 14th Street, 4th Street, where he welcomes us from. In regards to my young brother, Dr. Emmanuel Yue Yakpaulo. He's my younger brother, don't mind that. He can be positioned by my small brother there, don't mind. Magoa, watching from Sunshine and Happiness, precisely Harper, Maryland County. Magoa, welcome. Fuele, Alfred M. Nimini. Alfred M. Nimini. Watchman Jacksonville, Florida. Kodna Yanje Peters Jr. Watchman Drazon, this is #1 community. David Galawolo Washington. Darlington Dia Wajula Washington. Morris Johnson Washington from the USA, that state of North Dakota, North Carolina is watching from there. Morris Johnson.
Download your favorite song.
Abraham Cooper Washington from Bangabon County. Tubasi Christopher Tubasi Woloti. The hardship, the suffering that the Mayans and Liberians are expressing or going through today, it was caused by Prince White Johnson, Jeremiah Kuhn, and the other few like Nehemiah. Asada M. Miller, welcome, and dear sister. Watching for her end. Is Godie Yode Walayi, watching from somewhere. Honorable Ambassador T. Calvin Todi Jr. Opi Oni Johnson, my brother and friend from the community, welcome. Hi, it's my young brother David Kalaka Wise, former special assistant at LBS. April N. King, Washington, Kakata, Liberia. David K. Congo, David K. Yango, Washington from the People's Republic of Galaventown Community District 2, Monterey County. Kodna UJ Peters Jr., watching from Maggie County. Ramsey Sami Kama, Grand Crew County he represents. Ruben Connor, watching from Gardnersville. Morris Ezer Coleman, watching from Monrovia. Yakub Amara Kone, watching from Airport Junction. Lavetcho Walati Wayne, watching from the United States. Lavetcho Walati Wayne, welcome. Francis Samuel Kroma, welcome from Grand Crew County. Dinah Mimi Small, good afternoon. I'm Dana. I'm watching from Kakata, Magibi County. Welcome as always, Dana Mimi Small. Carino T.S. watching from Sano County. Imana G. Penna is watching from Police Academy. David Johnson watching. Sam Momo Jr. watching from Liberia, Monrovia. Nantana Nation Television watching from Cowell. Obozo Samuel watching from Duazon. Patrick Siko Fairley, he says. Sometimes we have to acknowledge these guys. They are the ones that take the time to follow us. They believe in us as individuals and the work we do for our country. So once they put their time, put their hands on their keyboards, on their phones, and send these messages, we are honored or mandate, journalistic mandate to read them. So I'm honored to have you guys. Keep sending the messages. I'll read them for you. Today I'll be very dwarf. D-W-R-F, right? I'll be dwarf. You know, dwarf is a small, short animal. Not like human being in a bush. Not animal like yeah, such a human being. So I said dwarf on these matters. I'll be very short because the time I have, I think 15, 20 minutes to have the discussion. Marvin Cole comes at 3 o'clock. We run to 4 o'clock. I will have the time to let you participate. But I left the number there for the ORC callers. I hope that Lorena will come and post it on this page. That those who want to sell callers will call us 231-770-560-560. You can feel free to call that number. It's for the WhatsApp people in the diaspora. So I was like talking about, you know, yesterday I was driving, leaving from bypass and listening to my young brother Julius J. So Julius is having a conversation with Abraham Darius Dillon. Dillon is one of the guys in this country who have come from a long way. The late Prince Collins, he was a journalist. He and I work at Radio Veritas. As a matter of fact, in 2005, 2004, when Letterwood Julius Rennie, former information minister, was in the States doing his master's in London, rather, in French. So I was the head of the news at that institution. So Dillon was contesting one of the elections as senator. I don't know what year was that. And I was one of those who voted for Dillon because I knew Dillon through a lady called Belu Kane. She was a newscaster at EFBC, just my mouth. I read the Veritas. So amongst I think 200 people that voted for Dillon in Monrovia at the time for senator. Sometimes I agree with Dillon, sometimes I disagree with him. Even at a time where I was supporting George Weah, I say supporting as well, I say because I believe in George Weah. I'm not a citizen, I'm not taking membership, but I believe in George Weah as an individual, just as I believe in Madam Salif. From 2005 to 2011, when Ellen Johnson was in power, I supported her as a young man who believed in her leadership. My wife, my children, everybody voted Ellen and Joseph Boakai. On the 2011, I broke ties with the Unity Party for some reasons who I will say to you another time. But yesterday, this man who I've talked about, Dillon, he's so intolerant at some point. He doesn't love criticism. When you criticize Darius Dillon, he blocks you on Facebook. He goes everywhere, he blocks you everywhere. But you cannot be a leader of the country, Dillon, and you start being so vindictive against people who are your friends and people who criticize you for the wrong thing you do. Dillon blocked me on Facebook. By the time the elections came, when Joe became president, he called us who are government officials in the government of George Weah. He said, we are gangsters. He said, George Weah is gangsters. That is how he referred to us who work in government. I don't know how Dillon will feel today. We'll start calling Joseph Boakai, and they in government say they are gangsters. How you feel about us? How do you feel? I would say you are rogues, you are criminals. But Dillon referred to us as gangsters in this country, down over numbers. At one point, he went in OKFM studio. He and my twin brother Clarence Jackson clash. He never apologized. He walked away. He disrespected Clarence Jackson. He walked away. He came back again. He apologized. When he lied on this thing about they going to America, when he said he bought economic class ticket, meaning that you'll be sitting among other people that who are poor people who didn't get money to pay. He went Ghana, he changed a ticket, he went to America, he went in business class, where he paid plenty of money. Business class, when you write economic class, for America, it'll be 1,900, 2,000. But he upgraded his ticket, he rode almost 2,500 ticket cabin to go to America. When Front Bench Africa people dug the issues, and Dudu, who now has this newspaper called The Investigator, brought him to his knees, and my big brother, Ronnie Sear, Dillon apologized. He even told us that he shoot his mother. Dylan's mother is a very calm woman. She's very, all-family woman. But Dylan lied on her man. He said, I see my man, I see myself. So Dylan has been lying ever since. He has been lying ever since. He's still a liar. The first thing he said, when he gets in power as senator of this country, he only take 5,000. How many dollars Dylan makes in the house? What, 15,000? Because what they did, cleverly what they did, they said they were reducing their salaries, but they cut it down. You see they want for their salary, but they put the money into other programs. Other programs. Don't money lawmakers for their money themselves. I seen it they do. They all did the same thing. They all, now one is exempt. Yes, I'm one of those who believe in the leadership of some of them. Don't mind them. Honor Ellen, they were making $15,000 US. And why I didn't get that money up, it was because we had this group that were here, they call, how you call it? The guys that are drilling are all here on a Noka. They did. And they were receiving envelopes from under the table. So lawmaker Honor Ellen was making some around 20,000 because the kickback they were getting. So Dylan has lied. He keeps lying and lying every day. He keeps apologizing. At that time where a leader apologizes, you don't learn from a mistake, Mr. Dylan. I listened to him yesterday. And I played the video again. I listened over and over and again. When former President George Opomane Bagugbe Sekoze we was riding a private jet in this country, go here and there, trying to find finances for our country. Dylan and others were saying they were using our resources in the wrong way. And there was a need for Mr. President to sit down. But little did he know that when George Bush became president, the first trip he made, and he got that plane from a friend in in Malay or so. That plane took him to France. George Bush brought $10 million here just in 5 days. 10 days, 11 days, he brought the money here. He went to the UAE, and the United Arab Emirates gave George Bush 10 armor carrier, how you call it, the war tank, eh? But the only thing, they didn't use those armor carrier war tanks in Mali and other places where they have peacekeeping mission because it is gasoline. You can't use the kind of armor carrier on the war front where they have terrorists in Mali, in Niger. When they throw bomb, it will blast. But when it's a few, so they were, I think AFSA using that thing here. My friend and brother, Prince Johnson, who was the chief of staff of the army, he knows about it. And even the chief of staff now, my uncle, Davidson Fuller, senior brigadier general. So shamefully yesterday, I listened to Dylan. That he's apologizing to George Weah, that he was one of those who mocked George Weah. And say, oh, you riding, how you call it, jet plane, and SY, private jet, and SYZ. But Dylan and others knew that as a president of a country, if you're traveling maybe for the UN General Assembly of America, look, I'm well traveled. I've traveled to 15 countries around Africa. America, we had the dynamic visa I was saying. Or vice president PU, I came for the journal, they post, I can go to America. So they dynamic. And since that time, 2014, I have not applied for visa. I haven't applied for visa, General said. I want to apply for it. So I traveled across. But then to travel from Liberia to go to Togo, to go to Nigeria, I used Ivory Coast. I go to Ghana, came back to Ivory Coast, go to Togo before I went to Abuja. I was representing the country called Liberia from the president of Liberia. I know what it takes. Traveling just as an individual, leads to say a president. If the president sits in the cabin where they have the economic class, business class, that president is also on a threat because the whole world now is infested with terrorists. Who knows a terrorist will see George we are not playing? Or will see Joseph Biden in the plane and say, They made a Liberian president, oh, and then that meant the terrorists hijacked the plane. So one of the reasons why African leaders go with private jet is because of the inconvenience they face every other time. And I know Dillon knew that ever since, but they play a shenanigans, a political shenanigan on this one to make Georgia ugly in the face of the Liberian people, or because he didn't let George Weah. That thing I heard him say, I apologize to George Weah. That's insincerity to the highest degree. That's insincerity to the highest degree. That he will come and say this. And so, if that happened, you saw it, you knew very well, Dillon, that if the president of Liberia is leaving to go to Abuja, maybe for the ECOWAS summit or so, he rides a private, not private jet, but he rides a plane like Aska Airline that goes to Ghana after 5:45 p.m. in Monrovia and lands there after 7:30 in the evening. I've gone to Aska more than 5-6 times. So when he gets there, he had to wait again to board another plane. But sometimes there are delays. They will go in and say, when you're traveling from one place to the other, you can't read and write. Then you tell you, oh God, what will happen to you? And I believe it. You either lost your flight because you can't read. So when I go to the airport, I'll always be there. If my flight is flight 7453, every 5 minutes I'll go look at it. I'll look at the board. Flight number 506, headed from Dubai to Accra, Ghana. This time I'll be checking there every day, checking there every minute, because I don't want to lose my flight. So some of the flights are delayed. Do you expect our president to sit at that airport for 2-3 hours waiting to board a plane to go to the ECOWAS summit when his colleagues are there? Don't you know that this country went through a turbulence, a very serious turbulence, where we went through war for 14 years? Our own jet plane was sold by some people. They knew all of those, but they thought to play politics with it. But that is why I always say, and I said it before, I'm one of those who believe that our presidents should not wait at the airport for more than 1 hour. So I supported George Weah using private jet. I defended him teeth to teeth and teeth to blood when I was on the radio at LBS. So today, I will also support Joseph Boakai for riding private jet. Because if I did it for George Weah yesterday, you caught a video. If I did it for George Weah yesterday to defend him for riding private jet, why should I go against Joseph Boakai today? No, I want to go against Joseph Boakai. I will not. But as a matter of fact, Joseph Boakai is an old man. Why would you want to put that old man in one plane and carry him to Ghana? He's sitting there for 3 hours waiting for a connecting flight to go to Abuja. The old man will be sleeping at that time. He'll be sleeping. He'll be tired. He's worried. Just yesterday, I left from town. I was coming to town, and then I had some issues with my car tire. So I thought to leave the car to Boulevard. I got a commercial car to come to this station. I sat there after the show. I was going back home to get my car from Boulevard Junction, and I rode a taxi. The taxi driver took almost 2 hours to get to Boulevard. And I slept enough in the front seat of the car. Imagine me, young man like me. Yeah, after sitting for 30-45 minutes, I started sleeping. I didn't know, sir. When I got to the Boulevard, the flag I was driving me said, man, we're to Boulevard now. I got out. So just imagine the president, old man like Joseph Boakai. I'm not saying old in a disrespectful manner. I'm saying old in a manner that he is a president. He doesn't need to have the kind of headache and all of these things. But Dillon saw these things. They politicized it. Now he has caught them by their throat. They are now saying that they are apologizing. Those apologies are insincere. Dillon is a chameleon who has more than 5 tongues in his mouth. He'll be lying every day, until Judgment Day comes, which will be the next election that will take him from power. That's how Dillon looks like. Yes, I support Joseph Boakai riding a plane. Private plane to go, wherever you want to go. I listened to the managing director of the what and see what he said. They're playing that they probably right now that pick and drop. So I posted, I say, oh, pick and drop, so pick and drop now for a commercial, private jet. He said yes. So when I listened to him the other day on the Spoon Network, and then Stanton said, yeah, that true Mo Ali said that that's why. So it's good. So if you rode from here to go to Ghana, you pay $38,000 just on charter flight from the Ghana. You come back again, $38,000. So they combine the two, that how much $38,000 around what? 30, that's 60, right? That's 60,000. 6,000, So then again, he went again for the inauguration of the Ghanaian president. So 38,000 times 4. Do the mathematics and know how much that Joseph Boakai spent to go to Ghana for 2 times to congratulate the president of Ghana and to go for inauguration. But yes, I'm one of those. I say no. This my uncle is old. In my Prince Johnson voice, he said, "Let man old." And they man, when we win election, and I come be doing the work for him. Prince Yellowway Johnson, that's what he said. So the man, George will enjoy himself for 6 years here with private jet. Let the man to enjoy himself for 6 years too. We agree. But Dylan do not come here with those kind of lies, those kind of insincere talks, and make us believe that you are one of the best here. No, you are not. You are just one of the guys who have failed the Liberian people. There are young people in the government who are even performing more than you. There are many young people in this country who are performing more than you in the areas of assignment being given to them by Joseph Newman Boakai. Leave the stage. And I hope you don't contest in 2029 because it will beat you like an ants bear being taken by the hunter from the top of the palm tree, being dragged down with his tail. That's how it will be you. Let me recognize some of the guys who joined. I will not read all of the comments because we have a lot of talking points and our guests will come. Let me go up again. Javier Lila Brisbane says, I'm watching from Pinsville, 72nd area. Christopher Bernard, watching from Duaso, Maggie County. George Nemo, watching from somewhere, Capital Bypass. James family is watching us. Stanley Sherry, watching from Broadville. Van Soiree, watching us from somewhere. Jacob Town, he says. David Jackson, watching from somewhere. He said, Jala, you are right. Sedewon Jabo, watching from Staten Island, from Florida, USA, is Sedewon Jabo. Asata M. Miller, Mr. Greyfield, the radio volume is low. How? I don't know. Asata, I don't know. Maybe it's from the device you have. You need to check the device, Asata. Sedewon Jabo, I'm waiting for Crook Dillon, a.k.a. Two Force apology for stepping from President Weah using VP terminus. Stopping President Weah for using VP terminus. The fellows Gold Mine, falling from Congo Town, Munyan Sharif, watching from somewhere, from District number 9, Sinker. The fellows Gold Mine is doing well. He said Chevron was draining oil. That's true, the fellows. It was Chevron that was draining oil here. And then Nina Kuya, watching from an end, she says. Nina doesn't tell us where she watches us from. She says from an end. Tell us where you're watching from, Nina Kuya. Alaji Fofana, following the show from Mata Social and Intellectual Center. Matthew Musa, watching from Arizona, the USA. Jala Greyfield Onro, I'm watching you from Arizona, the USA. Jala. Liberia has become a police state on the watch of Joseph Newman Boakai. For the 2 years of experience, oh man, Joseph Boakai. Thanks for joining us. City One, Jebot, yes, I recognized you earlier. Tobasi, Christopher Wuleti Tobasi, politically motivated. Why is Dylan begging for political sympathy? Dylan is apologizing now. Why? He always apologizes. You know that. Festus Otis Obadiah Tantu Pate. Our plane was sold by the legs of Emmanuel Shaw and others. That's what I heard of. Dylan, okay, let's read that one. Abraham Colley, Washington, Houston, Texas, the USA. Prince Patton, Washington, New Jersey, the USA. Welcome, Prince Patton. Toga George, watching from somewhere in Banga City, Zayaman Gabo, watching from Georgia to USA. Zayaman, you are yet to send me the woman's number to find her. Fred S. Tier, welcome from Chikusu Factory. Ruth Budwo Bain, watching from Phoenix, USA, Arizona, USA, is Ruth Budwo Bain. Welcome, Ruth. Chris Brupler, Liberia is politically going down, she says. Mary Tooley, good afternoon. I'm watching you from my new Georgia estate. Thanks for the great job, Jala. She says, Mary Tooley, welcome. Theophilus Golomai, the country will get better on the eve of Judgment Day. Wow. I like that comment. So let me move on. So, yesterday, there was a guy who was brought at the Capitol. Marvin Cole is our guest in the jiffy. If he comes, better. We had it discussed. I cannot have the charger. We had it discussed yesterday. We had it discussed today. He will come to form part of the discussion. We are expecting Marvin Cole. If he doesn't come, you will be my guest on the other side of the telephone. But I trust that he will come because he proposed today, unlike yesterday. So this man called Tom is seen lying down in front of a vehicle at the Capitol building, not Capitol, but they had named the Supreme Court. I listened to Tom. He alleges that he was beaten in NSA cell. He was threatened to be sodomized by men torturing him and beating him for 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. He was threatened to be taken to a place where they have snakes, SYZ. But this is a man who has been accused by the police of burning the Capitol building. But the police also have their own problems. And Gregory Coleman is the problem of the police. If Joseph Newman Boakai, my uncle, is not taking care to remove Gregory from the police and assign someone else, Gregory will bring this country to its knees. There will be on any protestation here, like in Kenya, it will not end. And Liberians will demand Honorable Boakai to resign from his post, or else it will not end. Liberians are resilient people. They are not people who will be, but again, they have asked. The children go to protest at every campus, Gregory Poole going to beating them. You come and say the Capitol building was burned. Before making an investigation, you say it was burned. As an attack. The people from the fire service, they go to the Liberia National Fire Service, but they go Liberia National Rescue Service. Oh, so is this fire service? They didn't pass through a legislation that said Liberia National Fire Service. You got to put rescue there to show what in a Liberia National Fire Rescue Service. That's what they get on a clothes. On a t-shirt, watch and see. It's so funny. It doesn't make sense to me that an institution that passed through a legislation by the legislature, name is changed by the director of the fire service. So because you want to please Joseph Boakai, go and see. They put in the name of the fire service. It was Liberia National Fire Service from the time they call interim president was there before Ellen. Joseph Boakai came, George Boakai saw he leave it there. But on Boakai, they want to change everything. They said George was changing all the names of everything he put his name there. But George we are named the ministerial complex as Ellen Johnson ministerial complex. SYC. But to come and change a name legitimately given to an institution owned by the Liberian people and put your name rescue there, or because you want to please the president, I think there's hypocrisy to the highest esteem. Liberia National Fire Service, Liberia National Fire Rescue Service, I want to put it, which is very demeaning to our country. I would say it's very stupid in the first place. So the fire service director, one of his deputies came and said, they did a fire cut the Capitol building. They saw an object, a plastic, how you call it, a plastic can, a rubber can that had gas in it. How would that whole Capitol building get burned? They burn all the things out, furniture like they got burned. That wood they got burned, the microphone they got burned. But fire, he said have one something there. They say that, how you call it, the raw bucket, water bottle, mineral water bottle. They say they saw gas inside. The whole hall burned today. Everything burned here. You know, they cloud on the wall. You will see raw bottle, water bottle there. On the same day when Joseph Boga went there to go and identify what happened there, this is what the Deputy Director General at the fire service said. At the end of the day, they say, oh, we're investigating. And I'm one of those who have not trusted the police and the fire service for this. They lied in the first place. And we've been calling for an independent fire investigators from different countries to come. When Harry Greaves died here mysteriously at the beach, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai, Vice President of the country of the Republic of Liberia, they asked for international experts to come and do an autopsy on the body of this man. They did a report, they did the investigation, and the report was given to the government of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, but they never gave a report as to what killed Harry Greaves. Even though America came, they paid their taxpayers, they told their taxpayers when they came, they did it, autopsy whatsoever was. They never told us one day what happened to Harry Greaves. They say young man called Dudu. The man went and wrote the U.S. Embassy, asking the U.S. Embassy from West Africa, asking them, what is the cause or what was the cause of this man called Harry Greaves' death? The embassy responded. At the time, I was at OKFM as a lead talk show host at OKFM. Super was in the afternoon, and with the two men running OKFM at that time, before I brought all of the young people out of OKFM. And America said, go and ask the president. We done our investigation, we'll give it to the president. Madam Sirleaf never one day disclosed what killed Harry Greaves. We were asking for the same thing about this that happened on Capitol Hill, yeah. You know how we do? And there are people of interest will call their names. If they don't come, we'll arrest them. They didn't call anybody name. When they saw, they say armed robbers went from the cover house. They went and arrested some of his employees. One of them is this man called Tom. Tom alleged how he was beaten and tortured in the cell of the NSA and elsewhere he was beaten elsewhere. The man collapsed yesterday. But listen, I will believe one man here. Let me take my glasses down. There's one man I will believe called Danishos Wisse. He is a Senate security, the chief of security of the Senate. They may have gone to the Senate to do an inventory of what happened at the Capitol building to know what was the cause of the fire. He met journalists. And the journalist said to him that the chairs that were in the rotunda of the Capitol building got removed. They didn't know who removed them. But the majority of black lawmakers, they had the keys in their hands. But they removed the chairs from that place and carried it to City Hall. They seen that they took the chair from the place got burned. So it tells me it was premeditated and planned, well planned, to put the blames on some people who they think are perceived enemies. Let me welcome Mr. Daniel Nyan-Wule, my friend and brother in this Darlingworth, E.B.B. Gibson Wule in the USA. Daniel, welcome. I will share the video. Please share the video so others can you know, you can share the video from where you are, from your page to another page or to an individual. Just keep sharing the page. Keep sharing the video from your page to other pages or to individuals. It is possible, it can happen. Just do it so that others can join us. So Daniel just said, I usually go to the Capitol building. I'm there by 5:45. But on the 5th of morning, that man is a Senate secretary, the man who is a Senate, how you call it, sir? The head of the Senate security. He said, I was at 5:45. And the police came, they deployed by 6 o'clock in the morning. So meaning the day the police, the day the riot took place at Capitol Building, where Honorable Joseph Jimon Poka wanted to sign, when he spoke to the people there, the police had took over the place and beat the lawmakers. They were not there. They retrieved them. They recalled them. They were sitting to the police headquarters there. They deployed them in the morning at 6 o'clock. Because if the police were there that morning, they were being deployed around. Nobody was going to go around like Capitol Building. No. But they deployed them already at 6 o'clock when the fire was on the building. So what was the intent? There's a video I got a recording in the computer here. I interviewed Danishus Wisse in the computer here. I got a video from him when he interviewed the guys interviewing from the Capitol Building, where they said that he said to the people, say, I foresee a problem because what happened is very mysterious. If the chairs are removed, just a few days before there was a fire attempt on this building, they said it was the door choke that was burning. We quench it. To come at this point, the chairs are removed, it means something will happen bigger. And through the Danishus Wisse's observation, that same day the place got burned. Danishus come and said to us, Jala, the police officers that were here that day when they beat the lawmakers from the minority blood, they were not here. They deployed them 6 o'clock in the morning. I was here 6:45. So meaning he was there 15 minutes before the police officer came. But the place started burning after 5 o'clock, after 6 o'clock rather. So meaning Gregory Coleman and the other people, they retrieved or they recalled the police officers that were there to give way to the guys who carried the arson attack on the building. Are you getting my logic? Are you really getting my logic? And if you want that interview I did with Danishus Wisse is in his computer, I'll give it to you. If you are a talk show host or who you are, media practitioner, let me know. I will give it to you. Listen and do an independent investigation. So how come now that the police going after this man called Tom and the other people say they burn the police station or they burn the Capitol Building? Now they are naming Marvin Cole, they naming Friends Afogo and Hassan Belede, Musa Hassan Belede. They say they want the men calling their names. So when you torture the man in a police cell for those days and kept the NSA for 3 days, he was tortured. Why didn't he call the names of these individuals and say they were the one that gave me the petrol bomb to go burn the police, burn the Capitol Building? Why didn't they give him that instruction before? When he was in your structure, he was being tortured. He was being threatened to be sodomized. He said, I will not do it. You're being here, they errand to him. Talking from the place that burned the Capitol Hill here. The man walking in Ford now. You're taking your carrying to the hospital, you're putting on bed. They say the man okay now. So that one day the man go to the JFK, what's what you're carrying, that in one day he will come and say that they put in a burn, they give up money to burn the Capitol Building. Why he say that to be free ever saying? When you're told say General Bodnike, who is a notorious perpetrator of a crisis in our country, who should be facing war crimes court, is one of those who is the torturer and would end it on the NSA payroll making $3,000. Why didn't they call Savat Nomo who burned my mother's village in Sanoye? Savat Nomo, they came from across Simple River. They moved from Sanoye, they burned the village down to my father's house in that place in 1990. But Savat Nomo is on the payroll of the NSA, what the guy is saying. It's yet to be verified. So in my own mind, why didn't the police or the guys or the torturers in that cell with that man, why he didn't divulge this information to them while he was being tortured? The man was interviewed this morning. He was interviewed yesterday. The voice was played this morning by Sekou Sherry on his radio. I listened to it on Freedom. I listened to it last night on many radio stations. I did Freedom and one other station, I think Heart FM, right? The man said those things that he was tortured for almost 3 days. He was tortured, no food. So if the man was tortured for all those days in cell, he didn't confess. We confess just after he's taken to court. The court, he collapses. And they took him to the hospital. That only hospital he will count that people names. That man was in a severe tension, being tortured, being flogged allegedly. He never confessed. By the time he left the place now, and when he comfortable bed at the hospital, that time he said, "Come and tell what happened, yo." The men in the cabin was go buy gas to Aminata or the what the place Dunkin' gas station or to go to MP gas station. I bought it from there. I'm just using those stations as not true now. I just saying as example. When the man is free already, I got one old man, my auntie called old man Gomanche. She's in Totota. The old man went to the States or something for us. She stayed in the States for almost 10 years. She came back. So when I was small growing up in Bon County, my father, Joseph Jala, is a judge. He will always adjudicate cases on the Palawa Hut. Leana is hammer. So the old man said one to my father, say, "La will make you suffer." She said, "Jala, la will make you suffer, but the truth will set you free." That old man Comanche, she didn't know that. I was a small boy around 8 years old at that time, before the war. During the war, before the war, I was not around 8 years. So that's the time I'm talking about. The old man said, "La will make you suffer, but the truth will set you free." So it had a light on the other people. They were using now, he said they were using a state witness against the other people. Then by this time, the man lying on French Afoko, he lying on Melvin Cole, then he lying on Musa Belere. The man said, "No, that's not true. I'm not calling anybody name." What is this in this country? Must he find suspect? By all means? Or because His Excellency Bwaka went there and said, hooligans did this one before any investigation, nothing. He said, hooligans did it. So the police rather believe it, the fast people believe it. They were called up to make Ambassador Bwaka look right and say it's true. They want to put fault on other people. But why did they withdraw the police from that place at night and deploy them the next morning at 6 o'clock? According to the man who heads the Senate security, Mr. Danishos Wise. Why did he do that? Why didn't you send for foreign investigators, forensic investigators, the library investigators, and the Oracle News Daily? They asked several questions to the police director to answer. You said this time around, before this investigation is exhausted, you will bring us facts and tell us the names of the investigators you're calling for from across the world to come and XYZ. Why? Where are the names of the investigators? Where did they come from and what did they do? They asked 6 questions and sent to the police director and sent it to the fire service. They never answered one of those questions. Meaning the police lie, the government lie, the fire service lie. You know, when you have to do that kind of thing, Ambassador Bwaka should be fired here now. I see what Kodu Brown said, the government in charge. Kodu Brown, the man saw, he said, the 1 year has passed already in front of Africa this afternoon. He said, 1 year has gone, oh, but they put them ready for the country because what happening now? They just lying to us every day. Ambassador Bwaka should be fired here now. Because you made the government so low ugly. You're not the only unity party people that are in the government. You're not the most educated people. There are people more educated than you people. You are just privileged to be where you are. Many of the people who are privileged and very educated, who are not privileged, rather, and very educated, who are sitting on the bench, they didn't get a job here. So when you come to America, you can't say, "I get a job, police are a job." You're going to get a job. You are not qualified more than the people that are on the bench. They are there qualified. Bwaka, when the people misbehave, dismiss them, bring people on. Let's move. Already, there are many young people in this country who are qualified, who work for Jesus Bwaka. They won the war from, politically war from, they won the war from. They fought for Bwaka, he won the election. They didn't have job. I listened to some of them again the other day on one radio station. They said they want to get Bwaka this January. And if January ends, he get a job, they will go on the rampage. That's what they say. You get very inept, some of them very inept. They are just appointed because of the grace of God through people who knew them. And the one at Fagon who says that LBS talk nonsense with his mouth. He goes around carry 2 bodyguards with a gun in their hand. When Liberian people don't have, right now, 5,000 Liberians are entitled to 1 police officer. But go see the vulnerability around here. They killed one lady to the place called New Jersey Junction. She comes from Al. She's a friend to so many people, so many of us in this country. They killed her because of her bag and her cell phone. So those 2 police officers are assigned to Fagon. He took them from Fagon, and they are assigned to New Jersey Junction to be there every day. They get gun, people be afraid to be around that area. But he told 1 fool they got Fagon getting job and getting gun and gave gunmen behind. When there are other young people in this country who are Unity Party people, they are more qualified than Fagon. That get 4 AA degree, you say you get 4 AA degree. Where in America you go and get 4 AA degree and just sit in one place, every year you go to school, you get 1 AA degree, you can't sit down. The next year you go again, 1 AA degree, you can't sit down. It comes with no idea. These are the people that are supporting the government. These are the people. So the UNUS is on my uncle. I said to you guys, this platform will be very credible and very, very balanced. When the government does well, I will come and praise the government. Yesterday, I took time to praise the government on so many fronts, what they have done. And I always do that. I will always do that. Let me read some of the comments coming. I'll come to what the AEC said. And I'll open the phone lines for you. I'm not sure that my guest is coming. If he comes, we can say have a conversation. And so Matilda Stevens says, we want the video. Matilda, so go in my inbox, just say Jalak, just go there and say, hi, Jalak Grayfield. I will send it to you. Every one of you want a video, I will send it to you. It's in my WhatsApp. Or leave your WhatsApp number, I will send it to you. The interview that was done by this man called Danishus Wisse, before the Capitol building got burned that night, it's in my phone. I will send it to you. Unless they send people to steal my phone from me tonight, I will not give it to you. I can put that in cloud. In cloud, when I take my phone, so I will still give it to people. David Jackson, I'm sharing the live. Thanks, Mr. David Johnson. Mr. David Jackson, thanks for sharing the live. Abdullahi Dole, good afternoon. I'm watching from Zoso, Lofa County. President Bwaga police are the first suspect. Noah Johnson. That guy, you looking, shining like that, if he was tortured with food, with food for 3 days, he would not die. Hey there. Watching from Louisville is Roberta Riches. Welcome. Shelton rather, watching live from somewhere, roof, Boudreaux, Bain, our Ray comment earlier. You didn't tell me where you're watching from. Justina Harris, welcome. Please help us with your volume. You gotta check the volume. The people say the more volume, I think volume low. But sometimes check your phone because sometimes it's from your device you're watching from. Happy brother Jala. I'm Immanuel Colley from Banga Bon County. Thanks for the show and the good work. Thanks, my brother and friend. I say check the volume. That's what they said. Wilson Tay, please send it to me. This is my number. Wilson, please go send me a WhatsApp message on my WhatsApp. I'll send it to you. This guy made the pronouncement. I saw the video on Facebook and I called him. And I asked Dante, my report, my producer here, he will find out one in the computer here after, and he will send it to my phone. I will send it to you. The interview I did on this radio, live interview. You'll find it. Let me go and say thanks to the Library Legislative Corporation. I read a piece on the wire, I mean the international, well, not international wire, but I mean the online for newspapers. Mr. Thomas Gonkawon, who is now the interim management team member of the LEC, is assuring us Liberians that this year, there will be no outages When a queen man say there'll be no outages or there'll be no outage, it means that AEC will not be going off far. It will not be Christmas light again. So when you go off one time in the day, when you come by, it will be on for the whole day. Or sometimes it will not go off. It will not go off. Back. In my Manjo Bole voice. He said they will not go off. And what they are doing on this dry season, they are putting more energy in place. Welcome, Mr. Othello Williams, watching from somewhere, and Mr. Wilson Tay, watching from Sox 4, the USA. Welcome, my brother. Stanley Freeman, watching from Newcastle, Delaware, USA. Welcome. And then you guys keep sending your messages. I'll read them for you. The guys on the phone, send your text to sounds on 0560. And that number is also used for the WhatsApp, plus 231. Just use your international dialing code, 231 sounds on 0560. I'll read them for you. So the guys are saying that the show is not being, it's not being shared. So I ask you where you are to share the video so that others can participate. This is about participatory listening. Mr. Daniel Willer, he said the video is not being shared. But welcome to the show. I know you're stroking somewhere. If you're not stroking, then somebody is stroking. I'm not calling number. I say you call this number. You can hear. You can listen, man. I didn't let it kind of thing. I said you must send text message to the phone. If you don't have the time to send message to the online platform, send message. I'll read a message for you. Then you're calling me. What are you calling me for? Daniel Nyawule, welcome to the show. So the LC managing director is saying to us that this year he will defy all the odds. And for me, I always say to people, I'm not a pessimist. I am an optimist. Because I always believe that positive will happen. That is why I always cry. I say, let's pray for our country. Harry Lila Brisbane and your entire household, welcome. Welcome to the show, you all. Harry Lila Brisbane, Aaron Zokan, and the rest of you, welcome to the show. Makala, welcome, my friend and brother Makala. Makala is my friend and brother from the GAC. He's an auditor, where my man, Mr. C is my man Blah. Western Blah, welcome. How are you? We do Western. I was Sanakoli. Welcome to the show. It's been a good time having you here. But what I'm saying to you is that, so the LC managing director is saying to us that every time when the current kind in there, you spend 4 hours to your side from 72nd maybe, and they send it to in Johnsonville. You spend 5 hours there because the LC managing director get girlfriend there. You send it to New Georgia. When you get to New Georgia, you can find LC managing director girlfriend there. You have to get from here, send it to Bananville. When you find somebody, send it to New Good Town. So the man, that is a video that was trending on Facebook, right? Where this guy said, he said, he hair looking like someone can do. He said, my man, take that video from there, take that left from that place, send it to 72nd. My girlfriend there. You all saw that video? I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that's what the man said. I'm just kidding. Kidding, kidding, meaning I'm just making small. I'm making small of the situation. I can hear posts, I'm killing. It's not killing. It's not Kiring. It's kidding. Kidding, kidding. Meaning making small or making fun of something. So, Mr. Gonkiawan is saying to me, and other one of us, that this month of January and up to the end of the dry season, there will be no much power outages. There will be not going to call off anytime because the hydro is dry now. In on the hydro dry, let's be patient with them. The other day, I was happy that our president, Joseph Nyimabwakai, he went to the place, not shuffling, but he went to where they get a water treatment plant, right? What the place is here? the hydro. They went there, and Mr. Boakai, they dedicated or it broke ground for a solar plant. I think it will last for 2 years in his administration. By the time he's in 2026, 2037, that power plant will be dedicated. It will help Liberians to get light from when the hydro goes dry. It will supply most of Liberia, Monrovia. So I'm happy they did so. So the thing is, we need to be patient too. The thing about government is not a quick fix. It is not a quick fix. Let's wait and see what Baga does with our power plant. But the good news is that the managing director, Mr. Gonkiaho, and I hope to talk to my young brother, who is a PR manager there, to have the time to bring him on my show. And let me say this to you. When we say we're very critical of the regime on some things they do, it doesn't mean that we hate the government. We do these things to encourage the government to do the right thing. In the government, when the opposition criticizes you, it doesn't mean the opposition hates you. The opposition does that because they want to do the right thing. So if they keep quiet, it means that you do things your own way. You will do what you want to do your own way, and nobody talks. But if they talk, it means that they are putting your feet to the fire to do what is right. You understand? So when we come sit down here, we'll talk and say, we are opposition radio. We're not opposition radio. We do these things so that we can put you guys feet to the fire to do the right thing, because we want the best thing to be done for our country, Liberia. So let me end on this one quickly. I will expand it tomorrow for the DA. You know, I visited the DA the other day with all the approval and acquiescence of my old man, Mr. Anthony Saw. When I went, I saw a new DA I didn't see before since this government started. When the government started, the guys are fighting. They were fighting Abi Kroma. Abi Kroma is a seasoned administrator, a very seasoned police officer and a security man. He brought some deputies and they came to him. They're good. They started fighting because they want SYC. But Ambassador Boakai saw it. I don't feel to be fighting in a kind of place. That security place. So if someone take gun and fire a person, other person, hey, the man die. And that government problem. So Boakai said, no, I'm taking you from there. I will put you somewhere else, be there. Everyone else, I won't come in there again. So you bring one woman out there. I was saying, Anthony Saw, he was there during Ellen time. And then Saw now is the head of the DA. When I went to DA, I didn't think I would go in there. I saw a transformed DA with the officers. They're very clean, responsible, and they're doing very well. There's no noise they're saying I appointed 2 months ago. But there's a need for the DA to be funded very adequately to ensure that they go after drugs dealers. The drug law has been passed that if you are caught with drugs, your property where you said the drug will be sold and the money given to the victims and SYZ. All of these things are on the book. But a DA is a two-legged bulldog because it doesn't have the funding to go out. The money given to the DA in this budget is very infinitesimal, meaning it's very small. If the DA doesn't depend on international fundings, maybe some of their partners in America and SYC, they will not do what they do. Look, I was privileged. About 4 years ago, when the former director of the DA, Honor George Weah, I forget that he died. I was sitting at my office at OKFM this afternoon, and someone drove to the office and said, "Where is Jala Grayfield?" They said, "He's inside." They came to me. The guy said, "I brought this letter from the DA director." I said, "What is it?" When I read the letter, they were inviting me to serve as guest speaker of the International Day of Drugs. International Day of Drugs Trafficking, something like that, at the City Hall. I prepared 2 pages document to speak to them. And I spoke, the U.S. government was there, There are other people from different places that were there. When I spoke, I was leaving the podium, and the guys were saying, clapping for Jala Greyfield and telling me, thank you for my speech I delivered. I know the drugs, I know the harm drugs does for our people, against our people in this country. I know. Mr. Joseph Nuta, welcome. Joseph Nuta, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Somebody following us this afternoon, Mr. Joseph Nuta. Welcome to the show. We are here on Voice of Liberia 104.1. Welcome again. Other one of you joining us, including my brother Joseph Nuta, who is somewhere in Monrovia. And so I spoke at that program. And people appreciated the way I spoke. But I'm just saying that this government is in its small stage, in its young stage. It's an infant. This government campaigned against Georgia on few things. They talked about drugs, that Georgia brought drugs in this country called Kush. Move from your way, you get drugs, they sell all the other things against we are, and the government won. My uncle, my keke, Joseph Nyman Boakai. Can we for once make sure that we have the drug enforcement agency funded very well, that they will go after drug users, and they caught them to have them prosecuted and incarcerated? Because if you put 2, 3, 4, 5 drugs law in jail, and there's not much importation of the drugs in our country, you know what it does? It discourages people from coming with drugs in our country. It does. I was thrilled on the 5th of January when a young brother, Madam Betty Bestman, how are you? Are you back in Monrovia, Betty Bestman? Betty, welcome. Don't welcome, Betty, welcome, Betty, welcome. So Betty can also play the cash. I've been announcing the cash giveaway. Star 799 hash. Select option number 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play with just $100 Liberian and win 4,000. As I said here, keep playing. But the secret of a cash giveaway is that do not wait until the show ends, or don't play and wait small. Play and play again. When you play one time, play again, play again, play again, play again, play again. You play plenty of time, then your chances of win is right. That's why the queen of the cash giveaway, Simura Walla, says to me, I listen to her every time she says that. But when you play, there's an interval, meaning that it's small time pass. We play one time, a 5-minute pass, and you play again. Then 5-minute pass, you play again. It means that your chances to win is very slim. But when you play now and play again, you play again, you play again, play again, your chances are very ripe. RIF, very ripe to win. So keep playing. For Voice of Liberia, it's star 799 hash. Select option number 8 for Voice of Liberia. You win $4,000. Better Bestman. How are you? Welcome from Santa Colivia here in Monrovia. Welcome. So I was saying to you what happened. Let me welcome my friend Bishop. Bishop, how are you? From the EPA. The man is the compliance officer at the EPA. Bishop, how are you? In regards to my young brother, Emmanuel, Dr. Emmanuel Yakbawulo Ure. And where is my other big brother? Thomas Vauluka Ure in Carisburg, former city mayor of the city of Carisburg. Thomas Vauluka Ure. And my own father, Honorable Benana Weaver Ure. How you doing, my woman, today? Welcome. So I was like talking about this DA stuff, right? So there's a guy called Aaron Carlson. Aaron Carlson was one of the best police officers in this country we had under Madam Sirleaf. As a matter of fact, they were running after armed robbers here, catching them in SYZ. He comes to the DA. You know what that man has done? Aaron Carlson has established a home for drugs users and recently graduated more than 200 of them. You mean a DA officer doing that? But tomorrow we'll talk about that. Just to mention, I just want to get it away small to leave small real order so I can talk about it. Let me go back and do this. Then I will come. I will activate the phone lines for you. Daddy, can you come and get me this? Okay, come and get me. Go to the music playlist. Let me see. Kutu Dapi Sao, following from Buchanan Highway. Kutu Dapi Sao. Mr. Manager, how you doing, man? Take time you drive on that road. The road is so beautiful, very, very, very straight. You gotta take time because the life you save is yours or someone else. Watching from Port River, Broadway City is Austin Binda. Cornelius Green is watching me from his corner. Voice of Liberia-VOL. Following from Buchanan Highway is Kutu's Dapi Sao. Daniel Kekula Giddins. Good afternoon. My son here, big brother, following from Banga City, Bon County. Daniel Kekula Giddins. Man, how are you? I've not seen you a long time, man. You going Banga there? No, I'll let that you. Mills Kamara King Mills. Watching from Ghana's Mr. Grayfield. Inbox to you on Messenger. Please send me the video. Yes, I will do. Mills, Mills, I will do that. Let me go up and see who or Kim. Galio Coke, white plane, yes, that's true. There where they did the groundbreaking for the solar panel. Arthur Thompson, watching from Conala, Maggie County. Vinicius Bar Jr., watching from Monserrado County. Dati Toba, watching from CDC Project, Pinsville. Emmanuel Zé Galewon, watching for Accra, Ghana. Wasting Tay, watching somewhere. He said, please send a WhatsApp number. I've already done so. I want to read the comments. J. Kodawie, Alexander Totti Senior. Good afternoon, Heavenly J. I'm reaching out to you from the state known as the land of 10,000 lakes, where over 60,000 Liberians live. Jala regarding Senator Dillon's sincere apology to President Weah. I believe it reflects a positive stuff in in our current political climate. Thank you. Joseph Quincy Nuta from Tottenham Borough, welcome. He said, Happy New Year. Marcus Fidel Grispe, welcome from Sinka. Burgess G.K. Lamadan, welcome from Pinzo City. Rich Colinius Mbomo, welcome. And the WhatsApp number is there. I posted it on the page. I don't know. This man could come and do it. Dante, can you come and get the WhatsApp number for me? That others can participate. And it will be better to do that because Clarence Carter will be coming to introduce us now to the core segment. Yeah, Clarence Carter is here. You'll come to introduce us to the core segment. Yeah.
When I start making love, I don't just make love, I be stroking.
And this is the segment that brings us to the core session now. You will talk for 25 minutes, non-stop. It's Mr. Cynthia Mickey Roberts Grayfield. How are you? And the kids back at home. Mr. Cynthia Mickey Roberts Grayfield, how are you?
Do you like to make love?
Austin Wheeler, welcome. Moses Corner, welcome.
Just before breakfast.
Joshua Zell Roberts. Martina Stevens. Harry Lila Brisbane. Do Elijah. Waka Piantomendo. Better Bestman, how are you? Successful Bill Soma Jr. Sex Call. Joseph B. C. Bory.
I remember one time I made love on the backseat of a car, and the police came and shined his light on me, and I said,
Leave out small Bestman, my friend and brother, long time no see. Betek Bolu Bestman says you are together. You and your sister enjoying Bagabon County, oh? Betek Bolu Bestman. When last did you do this? What I'm asking for. When did you stroke? When last did you stroke in the backseat of a car? And the policeman came and shone his light on you and you say, I'm stroking.
how long
When last did you make love?
since you made love? Did you make love yesterday? Did you make love last week? Did you make love last Or maybe it might be that you plan on making love tonight. Just remember, when you start making love, you make it hard, long, soft, short.
Oh, yes. Keep your calls coming in now. And the numbers are, before I go through the numbers, the cash giveaway will never disappoint you. It makes you happy. Star 799 hash. Select number 8 for Virtual Liberia. Play with 100 LD and get 4,000 bucks. It gives you a bag of rice, right?
Start making love to my woman. I don't stop until I know she's satisfied. And I can always tell when she gets satisfied. Because when she gets satisfied, she starts calling my name. She said, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Ooh, shit, Clarence Carter. The other night, I was stroking my woman. And it got so good to her. You know what she told me? Let me tell you what she told me. She said, stroke it, Clarence Carter, but don't stroke so fast.
Yes, stroke Clarence Carter. Stroke Jala Greyfield, but not stroke very fast. He says, when you're making love to a woman, make sure she's satisfied. When she's satisfied, she keeps calling your name. Jala Greyfield, Jala Greyfield, ooh yeah. And second Sherry, ooh yeah. Welcome to the show, Joseph Colley Sergeant. The numbers are now pinned. The people in Monrovia, number is 0809079907. Our people in the counties, their numbers are 0773 419 0555 184 is 0555. If you didn't know what 0555 is, it's 0555 184 And for the female callers, your number is 0773-978-564. This is Virtual Liberia 104.1. It's on frequency 95.7 in Grand Bassa. 90.7 is in Bon County, where Betty Bestman and her brother Levi Bestman listening from. 89.7 is Maggie County, and 96.7 is Benjamin City, Lofa County. Oh, yes. Keep your calls coming out on 773 419 502 0555 184 711. Those are the numbers for our people in the counties. If you're in Bon County, you are in Grand Bassa, you are in Vanjama, you are in Montserrat, call any of those, that number, any of the two numbers I call up there. I'll read your comments for you. I'll also read the numbers for you again. CDC Puppy Sources Cater for Life, welcome, watching from somewhere in Duper Road, I guess, from the compound of Marvin Cole. Your boss who have been here today, he let our airspace go free. Danny, can you check these phone numbers whether they're on? Yeah, I think they are on. Check whether they're on. So the numbers are available now. 0773 419 502 0555 184 711. For the female, 0773-978-564. But if, I think there's a call here. Let me take this one quickly. Yes, hello, welcome. Good evening, sir, welcome. Madava Komnak Banga Bon County, welcome.
I mean, he don't ever to lead this country here, laying later like they and resign so that and get peace to Liberia.
What he did again? What did the president do?
Yeah, the way the government is proceeding and the government is just silent on everything. And it looks like he masterminding the whole thing. Whether he in control of the government or he's not in control of the government, that's the one ready. Doubting us because for the some more year experience, people thought the government could have unite the country and bring betterment to the country. But the way the country is proceeding wrongly. Then and the country here is not for unity party. They for everybody, every Nigerian. But our fellow friends, United Party, they're taking the country to be like water that they have pumped, and they'll be there forever. And they'll not be there forever. They
Thank
must
you.
be setting on.
Thank you, sir. The next caller is here. Welcome. Let's hear it quickly.
Yeah.
Waka PM Tamendo, how are you? Welcome. Murphy, Hine, welcome. Welcome. Let's hear you. Welcome, sir. What's the name? Where do you come from, sir?
Yeah, I'm wearing calling from Bengal Street.
Where Banga Street?
Yeah, Bengal.
Oh, Banga, Dig Banga. The guys who got Dig Banga during the war.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
The issue here is that for what you said based upon the interview with the security head at the Capitol building, yes, for the incident where people have to be here and the majority of people have the keys in their hand. That alone makes people understand that it's fraud. Because you have the keys in your hand and you remove all of the chairs and transfer the chairs at City Hall.
Yeah.
The next morning, you got to know the place was on fire.
And guess what, my brother, guess what happened? A day or two after, the guys interview Mr. James Collier, who is the head of rule and administration. And the man said they took the chairs for safekeeping. So how did you know that after going to be burned, he took the chair for safekeeping?
Thank you. So what made you to know that the place was not safe? And you took the chairs and carried the chair for safekeeping. So the first point suspect to be Jim Collier. But because Collier is on the side, black eye on the to look at people who is far from the power from the incident. But you know, when you come to power with lies, you cannot rule with lies. You deception, you use lies to want to convince people to feel that the past government was bad, it was demons, but now you are living now. How can you change the narrative? It's bad, it's hard. Look at the other confession that was made by the senator of Direct Delo, appealing to Sorry, because no one knew that the importance of private jet and also for the process of and you need to use private jet. So all of us things, but now there's no rule at all, no law. All of the laws, Baka have broken all of the laws, everything is going to be damaged. But we want to say to Baka and gang that we will not believe like this. Every seed that is shown and that is shown in the country, it will be paid time to come. Thank you for your
Thank you so very kindly. Next call is coming 0770 3419 502 0555 184 for the people in the counties in Lofa, Bon, Makibi, in as well, Monserrado. This caller is here. Can I take him now? Hello, welcome. Then he gone off. Keep your calls coming. Don't pick the numbers. It's important that you call in. Let's take your calls and have a civil conversation here. Joseph Quincy Nuta, watch him live, my brother, he says. Do we have a caller there? No. Isaiah Karate Kanswen Jr., watching from somewhere in Zredu City, Grand Junior County. Welcome, my friend and brother. While Murphy Hine is joining us from somewhere, he says, there's a caller coming there. Can I just have this one? Oh, yes, Manuel will do that because it's difficult. Oh, he gone off. He gone off. Just keep your calls coming in. We'll take your calls. My producer, Dante Wea is here. He will pick the call and we'll have them sent to you. Hello, welcome. The next caller, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Jala.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What is the name? Where do you call from?
Thanks for the show. I'm David Jarrett. I call from Kirishri.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, Jala, those things we fire on back then on the issue of private jet, wasteful spending, and other issues. We should also try on it now because we try on it on the past government that the president was doing wasteful spending and traveling with private jet and the rest of it. So we should also try on it today when President Judah Yuma Parker is using private jet. We should also try on it today. Okay. But one thing I would like to say, Jara, if Senator DeLong did something to the former president back then, and he decided to come and apologize to me, I think we should accept the apology. But for me,
I don't see the apology as sincere apology.
Oh, okay, I understand that.
Yeah, it's not sincere. DeLong and others saw that thing as very wrong.
Yeah,
the owners defended that. The owners saying to say sorry now so that Boga can be right. He can continue riding the private jet at all.
No, but we find only we condemn it in a strong.
Oh yes.
So
but for me, I defended George Weah for riding private jet because I don't think as a president of the country you should be riding a commercial car, a commercial plane going around. It's not safe for your delegation. So I supported George. You have to ride private jet at the time. So if Baka doesn't do that, I say supporting Baka for that because I know the inconvenience both face. I'm also a victim of that. I know that how to grow to ride a private jet, not a private jet, but a commercial flight around. It's not easy.
On the issue of the first suspect at the cabinet meeting, if the police use a torture method, then I think it is wrong. It is unacceptable. But if they use a method to ensure that the first suspect show a need, I think it will be welcome. But if they torture him, then I think it is condemnable. In all strongest terms, it should not happen. Thank you.
Thank you. I listened to the morning show this day on this day. My uncles from Foya were calling. Let's hear that one. Maybe that from Foya. And my people from Foya. All the calls are ringing. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, welcome. Is that Hussein?
Yeah, this is Hussein Kew.
Hussein Kew, welcome. Let's hear you, my brother.
Thank you. I call from Jacobstown.
Okay, Hussein.
I listened to the different analysis. But let me say this. Senator DeLong spoke his honest mind.
Okay.
And I think a democratic...
And what was the honest man he spoke? By saying I apologize to George, we have a criticizing him for using private jet?
So he is the best interpreter of what he said. But what I do understand, he was just giving his own opinion towards the governance system of our country and his own impressions about those different, or personalities. I think every Liberian citizen has got the right to express themselves freely. So why should a Liberian citizen express his opinion towards a particular issues? People want to politicize it.
Who is politicizing it?
No, you are not the one that is politicizing.
No, I'm one of those. I'm one of those saying I'm accusing. I'm undercutting him, and I'm disagreeing with him for saying he apologizes, because those apologies are insincere. They are unorthodox and very shameless. Let me hear.
Yeah. So DeLong spoke. He knows the intent of what he said, right? And he's the best interpreter of what he said.
There will be no interpretation for that one, my friend.
Fine. So I think he spoke his opinion. But let me say this, people of Jara. I know our country now is governed with a lot of political talks. People don't want to see anything. Even when there are social issues, economic issues, or some governance issues, everything is just politics and the politics of the day. The government is making some progress in different sectors. All right. Right? But people are not measuring those progress because there is some little thing that have come up and people take it as a topic.
So when did he know that, Mr. Hussein Kew, when did he know that when government is making progress, others need to talk about the progress of that government? Because when we are making progress here, you, the other people from the other side, we're criticizing we are for the little thing he did here. So you ask me to look you criticize to come and praise you, yeah?
Right?
My man, let me see for once, man.
Yeah, on the record, I think some of us who have been, involved with the politics of our country have not criticized.
Hussein, thanks. I have to take some more other calls, man. Thank you. We'll have another conversation. Thank you. Hello, the next caller is here. Welcome. Hello. Oh, he gone up. Let's take the next caller from here. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Jara Gracie.
Good afternoon. Are you the one calling from under the street light in Johnsonville?
Yeah. I'm Peter David Castle. I come from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville.
Okay, Peter Castle. Let's hear you. Now I know the voice.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the fascinating discussion. The hypocrisy and deceptive policies that have been instituted in this particular country by just like Buaka and his supporters are very much overwhelming. When they didn't realize that private jet is important for president, when we are a guy with insulted by Dillon and his guy, and an entire unity party they insulted, and a former president we have for using private jet, that today he coming out pretending under the pretense of apology because they have realized that Joseph Buaka is very much old. He cannot move with a private jet. They say they can use state resources to purchase private jet. That's not going to work here. And Dara Dillon, you cannot fool anybody here. You know your tactics. You are all betrayer. came to this particular country to just destroy the image of this particular country, and that's why you.
Thank you. No, yeah, quickly.
Gabriel Koma. Gabriel Koma. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, quickly.
Yes, Gabriel Koma and his police are aware of the branding of the building. Gabriel Koma should take the blame. You told all that you have sufficient evidence. What are the evidence that you say you have? Then you are arresting innocent and citizens, torturing them.
Thank you. You know, but the thing that made me vex by the whole thing is that the police officers were assigned at the Capitol building. That very day, they beat on lawmakers. They tear gas them. They pepper sprayed them in the corridor of the Capitol building. The police took over the entire Capitol building and had security around the building for the whole day. In the night, the police director asked that the officers be removed. Did you remove from the police from around the Capitol building? And they were deployed at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm quoting the man who is the head of the security for the Senate, Danishos Wisse. And the fight started around the same time when the police came, or before the police came. So what was the rationale behind taking the police officers from the Capitol building that were in firm control of the Capitol? In my mind, if the police officers were there that night and left there until the day broke, nobody would have gone there to impose fire on that building. If they said it was an arson attack. I don't understand this country. Sometimes people just do their own thing and want to put blame on other people. Why are you so political about this whole thing? A security man is not a politician. You'll never be one. Let me welcome my friend and brother James Pangbai. Mr. James Pangbai, welcome. Miss Widow Evans, you are there around the bypass area here. Widow Evans, welcome. James Pangbai, welcome. Let me take this call. Hello, welcome. 1 minute for you. Let's go. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, welcome. You live on Bits and Pieces. Voice of Liberia. I'm Jala. Yes, yeah, you, George. 1 minute.
Yeah, man. Uncle Jala, there's no security on the Capitol building when the fire took place.
There was no security there.
So,
but listen, tomorrow. No, the private security there is the Senate security and the House of Representatives security, right? So when the thing happened that day, the police officers that were there, they took siege of the whole security. So the man who is the Senate security boss said to us that night, they put all the police, they carried them to this to Central. They were there. They brought them by the next morning.
The Liberia National Police have great part to play about the Capitol building.
Are you done? I think he's done. Emmanuel Ma, welcome. Watching you from Boston, the USA. He said, Jala. Emmanuel Ma, welcome from Boston. Jay Cordaway, Alexander Todi Jr., welcome. Let me take this one from here. I'm winding up now. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome. Is that David King? David King, you are at the end of the line. You have 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
What have been orchestrated against our people by the Waka and his team? You know, they are looking for sacrificial land. And I think it is not good for our democracy. What Mr. Waka is doing is destroying the country. I knew that Waka was never going to be a leader. The day he sat and allowed necessarily after bringing to the landline, picking from the soil, bringing to making vice president, and he sat there on a watch and allowed one of the other people who are even to denigrate Panasali.
No, my man, no. Don't go way to that side. Let's talk the thing about. Let's not go way back to history, my man.
Grabbing people now and torturing them. It reminds us about the dark days. And I think what they have done, enough is enough. We should stop talking on the radio. Say, in fact, our international partners who saw everything 100%. We are bad. They are not talking. It's about time for us to carry on popular harassing. Let the citizens stand up to this government before it gets.
You be the first to come outside. The people will follow you, David King.
The citizens need to
Yeah, you be the first to come outside. The people follow you. David King, are you ready to come outside and be the first one to start the protest? Are you ready to come outside the first man to throw the bullet for the bullet to come out of your chest?
The citizens need to stop talking.
All right, David King, your 1 minute is made. Your 1 minute is done, David King. Let me take the next caller. Your 1 minute is finished. Hello, welcome. Next caller.
How you doing, Mr. Griffith?
I'm okay, sir. What's your name? My name is Grayfield Jala Grayfield. And what's your name?
This is the voice of Peter Sign. I joined from Soaking with this report.
Let's say you for 30 seconds, sir.
All right. This brother, this thing is very, very much clearly. I know how clear it is. Because if you look at the position, the geographical location of the capital building is located where we are, or the police headquarters. Across the road on the other side, we get a UL there where they got a UL police.
And on the other side is the Temple of Justice.
How did they get there without anybody getting a trace of somebody passing or somebody starting there going to do whatever it is? The police, in the mind of we Liberian people, are the first victim. They should be investigated. Gregory Como should start pretending he knows about what happened there. When
all right.
also the deceptive guy in chief, that is announcing from the Liberian people. The Liberian people money is about to be used to buy a private jet for Joseph Boakai, who is, enjoying a comfort of private jet, so they want to get him one.
But you think the country get money to buy private jet now? No, you think the country get money to buy private jet? You think in your mind, you think the country has money to buy private jet? In your mind, you think this country has money to buy private jet?
We don't have assets.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to Wologisi. The local people say you try Wologisi. That fire will burn there. Thank you. You made your point. Let me review the comments coming from the guys. I will take 5 more minutes for your calls because I should have taken your call since 3:30.
Because when she gets satisfied, she start calling my name. She said, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Ooh, shit.
Let me welcome my young brother from the USA, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Cyrus Joel Mangi. Good to be watching from Minneapolis, Cyrus Joel Mangi.
Let me tell you what she told.
J. Kodawuye Alexander Tote Senior. Good morning and good afternoon once again, Jala. As someone who deeply loves Liberia, I'm generally concerned about the decision our people make when closing or choosing a president. I feel that electing President Boakai was a significant political misstep to honor his leadership. It seems our country is slowly sliding back into dark times. Stephen Hazard King, watching from his estate, he says, his jungle, Anastasia watching from the USA, Ma Fatu's son, Kokoi Smith, watching from Looking Town. Emmanuel Ma, watching from the USA, Boston. Let me go to the phone lines now, my personal line. Let me read some of the comments coming from the young people around Liberia. These are people who don't have access to telephone. They have access to the telephone, but no internet. LTA took away the data. The guys are for the hard demonstration. Protesting Monrovia, they have not put the data back yet. Good afternoon, Brabi Jala. I'm Prince T. Carper. I'm watching from Boba Usaga Island, opposite Stephen Toba Estate. Senior brother, I believe that this police IG called Gregory Coleman is learning on a job. I don't think he's learning on a job. Gregory has been around for a long time, but sometimes politics will cloud the minds and ideas of these people who are appointed in government. They want to follow politics and leave that professionalism. Let me say welcome to you, Mr. Prince Crippler of Sugar Island area. Where is my friend Moses Carter, man?
But just remember,
Former police spokesman.
when you start making love,
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the program. My name is Jusu M. Dunham from Kolahun, Lofa County. Hey, my uncle. He's Malika Balika.
I've spoken to the east and I've spoken to the west.
I was in Liberia. He didn't put your name there, so I never read it. Good afternoon, brother. My name is Alex S. Ward. I'm following you by radio from Christian Community Facebook field. Let the DA go out, the President's Son Club, because let the DA go to the President's Son Club because he is not free from selling the zooming drugs. Alex Ward says that. I can take 2 more calls, 3 more calls, 4 more calls. And Sarah Joel Mangi says, our hearts are out to the family and relatives of the Lofa Senator Prince Johnson. May he so rest in peace. Single Governor Fua. Resource Swap can give us an airplane. I agree, Resource Swap, yes. So let's keep stroking now. Sarah Joel Mangel and Joshua Molba Jr., who has joined us from somewhere in Swakago Bon County, and turned a Tony car, watching from somewhere in Muncie, rather. Let's stroke a bit as we come close to the end of the show. My young brother, Gua Jala of Blombang, Liberia, is in Single, Liberia. Blombang, Liberia is represented by my young brother, Gua Jala. That's how we're going this afternoon. But keeping the cash giveaway is very handsome this afternoon and always on Voice of Liberia by choosing number 8.
Let me ask you something.
Let me ask you something.
How long has it been since you made love? Huh?
I'm asking you.
Did you make love yesterday? Did you make love last week? Did you make love last week? Or maybe it might be that you plan on making love tonight.
Thanks to the man Dana Nyangule and his beautiful weather following the show together. But the cash giveaway is star 779. Select a star 779 hash. Select number 8 for the option for Voice of Liberia. Play with 100 LD, you win $4,000. Again, many people are winning the cash giveaway, especially on Voice of Liberia. Keep listening, keep following. Star 779 hash. Select option number 8. Play with 100 LD or 70 cents US dollars, or 70 US cents rather, and you win $4,000. If you took $3,500 from there and bought a bag of rice,
because when she gets
you are level $500. I can buy you some soup kind.
She said, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Shit, Clarence Carter. The other night, I was stroking my woman.
Tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow, it's been a sealed deal.
You know what she told me?
It's been sealed already.
Let me tell you what she told me. She said,
the political leader of the Democratic People's Party of Liberia, DPPL, the Reverend Dave Cameron, will be my guest tomorrow. We'll talk politics of our country. He was one of those who he was in the last election as a presidential candidate. He will be my guest tomorrow to look at the Joseph Parker government 1 year in power. The statement on Capitol Hill, the statement on Capitol Hill, and many of them we talked about tomorrow. The Reverend Dave Cameron. And my valid lesson of the day is the Deputy Immigration Director, Anthony Desintama.
I've been smoking. Smoking. Start making love to my woman. I don't stop until I know she's satisfied. And I can always tell when she gets satisfied. Because when she gets satisfied, she starts calling my name. She said, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Ooh, shit, Clarence Carter. The other night, I was smoking a woman. And it was so good to her. You know what she told me? Let me tell you what she told me.
That's how we go this afternoon. For every one of you who have promised to send a video tour for the head of security of the Senate, I will send them to you individually, so that you can be informed of what we'll be talking about here. This has been the nation's heavenly day. Remember Jala Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and never shall we fight. My name is Jala Emmanuel Nikki Kalufagala Kiang Balakblu Nyalewan Togao Sobo Woma Nganakbo Quila Jabapunu Grayfield. Kalufagala means snake and laugh. Have you ever seen a snake laugh before? Every time it laughs, it wants to bite. When you say Nyalewan Tokao, it means the last permanent sea on the head of the cat. It is only the steepest rasta place around it. Have a good evening, Monroe. William Dante, we has been my co-presenter here. And my producer as well. Have a good day. See you again tomorrow.